My name is Chris Corgatelli, and today we're going to look at the Indian cuisine and the diversity that created it. Today we're going to begin by learning about the diversity of the traditional foods and dishes of India. We will then discuss their traditional eating patterns. After that, we will look at India's traditional celebrations and health beliefs. Next, we will learn about the current food practices in India and of those now living in the United States. Finally, we will learn about nutritional concerns that now face India and discuss what can be done about them. As we do a little bit of that, you can see this really beautiful elephant decorated like crazy. Before we get too far into those learning objectives, India is one of the oldest civilizations in the world. Its geography, religious beliefs, and cultures have played an influential role in the evolution of its food. It is because of those influences that about 30% of the population is vegetarian. India's staple foods include many spices, vegetables, grains, and fruits. Additionally, what becomes a staple depends upon which of the 5 main food regions you might find yourself in. The next main slide will look at each of those 5 regions and what makes them unique. This is a picture of, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it wrong, Saloni Festival, and like I said, it's a beautiful elephant. Really well decorated. So this is a picture of India, followed by a picture of the northern region and a picture of the eastern region. In the northern region, dairy is a staple, and products like milk and yogurt are common. Tandoori chicken is actually made here. This type of chicken gets its name from being cooked in the tandoor, which is a cylindrical-shaped oven. Samosas are also a popular snack here. They're a deep-fried pastry with potatoes and other vegetables or meats. Okay, and over in the eastern region, we're going to look at, if you're a dessert lover, this is for you. It's famous for desserts. I'm going to butcher it again, rasa gola, which is a boiled mixture of white cheese and flour and then dipped in syrup. It'd be interesting to try. I've never had it before. So there's also seeds, green chilies are also common ingredients, along with rice, and deep fried mashed vegetables are a big thing here too. Okay, and on to the other regions. Maybe. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to look at the western region, the northeastern region, and the southern region. Okay, so there are 3 main regions in the western region. Guwahati is known for rice, lentils, and buttermilk. In Maharashtra, they have 2 regions, and that is the coastal areas are going to eat more rice and coconut, and the hilly areas use groundnut and millet. The last region, Goa, includes rice and is mostly seafood based. In the northeastern region, yak is actually very popular here. Given its border countries, that makes sense. And they're big into fermented fish and rice beer. In the southern region, coconut oil and curry leaves are staples. They also enjoy rice, meat curry, and seafood, and dals, which are thick soups made of lentils, are popular here. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at some traditional eating patterns. There are many things that have shaped the traditional eating patterns for traditional foods and regional meal patterns of India. Something we need to realize is that these traditional eating patterns are complex and involve many traditions. You can see this picture over here. It's Chai Pani Decor, which is basically just kind of like a little Indian meal over there. And you can see how typical Indian meals, they're all served all at the same time. So the eating atmosphere is major when it comes to Indian food. So food is revered in India, and you may notice that this respect is reflected in the eating atmosphere. Traditionally, all the courses are served at once, as you can see in the picture, and are eaten while either seated on the floor or very low stool cushions. The hands must be washed before a meal because it's often eaten without cutlery, and only the right hand is used in dining, and hospitality is highly valued. So they're really big on manners and those kind of things. Okay, geography is the second thing I have on here. The location and border countries have played a strong role in determining what has grown and raised. This factor has helped create the 5 main culinary regions we just talked about. And this is something I found interesting. Rice is only grown in certain parts of the country, and because of this, it becomes staples in those regions, where other grains who grow better would probably be more of the staple than rice normally would have been. So now that we've taken a deeper look at the food practices and the geography that help define them, we can look at what a meal actually consists of. Okay, continuing our traditional eating patterns, we're going to look at meals. Now, this is a breakfast, a typical Indian breakfast, picture 10. And one of the things you might find interesting is that traditional meals can be very extensive. Breakfast includes rice or bread, a pickled fruit or vegetable, and a dal dish, which we talked about, that lentil soup. Snacks consist of similar foods and are consumed with coffee or tea. Dinner is the main meal of the day and usually includes at least one rice dish, a curried vegetable, legume or meat dish, a vegetable legume side dish, a baked or fried bread, a fruit or vegetable pickle, and a yogurt. It's a lot of food. Some common beverages are tea, coffee, non-alcoholic beverages, and alcoholic beverages. Snacks are typically consumed with either coffee or tea, and when dessert is served, it's usually some sort of fruit. Now, food is a major part of the Indian culture and is a large part of the festivals and celebrations that occur in India. They really like their celebrations, and one website listed 66 festivals that you can go to. Another one listed 51 official festivals that you can go to. And a lot of these celebrations have a religious base, so be prepared for that if you're planning on going to one. So on to traditional celebrations and health beliefs. This is going to be some fun stuff. Okay, so you may be interested to know that there are many religions in India, including like Christianity. However, Hindu is the largest. In this religion, vegetarian and fasting are common food practices. When meat and chicken are eaten, they're pretty common. Lamb and fish are also common. Some traditional health beliefs that Indians hold include that the belief that fermented foods are beneficial for stomach problems and other ailments. Additionally, some believe that feeding infants and young children bananas cause cold, which is pretty interesting. So, picture 11 over here is the first Hindu temple in Abu Dhabi, and it's really pretty, really colorful, and something worth seeing, I imagine, if you ever get the chance to head over to India. Some other traditional celebrations and health beliefs. Come on. There are 51 official celebrations in India. The Ganesh Chaturthi festival honors the birth of the Lord Ganesh, Ganesha. Sorry about that. With food offerings of fried steamed rice and dumplings filled with coconut water and other condiments. Additionally, there are many other festivals like the Pineapple Festival, and I'm sure you can guess which one that celebrates. You can see her right here. It's one that just about anyone can attend. It looks pretty fun, and it's going to be one of those ones where I think you'd really enjoy yourself. Okay, now that we've explored traditional India, let's take a look at India in today's worldwide globalization. Then we can take a look at the lives from those from India who've moved to the United States. You can see how they're doing in our country. So India today. These are our current food practices in the United States. Traditional foods are still being consumed in India. However, the traditional home-cooked meal is being replaced with the ready-to-eat processed foods. One of the major factors in determining what is placed on the table is money. Financially strapped, you're not going to be able to buy the nicer foods and, put them on your table. So this becomes a problem when the family's meal pattern is limited by geographic region, religion, and community and family practices that have developed over several generations. As you can see in the picture here, this is more of like a fast food type service station. This is what Indian meals are starting to go to. As India picks up economy and gets busier and busier like the United States, more and more people are starting to eat out, and this picture reflects that. As we continue into the current food practices, we're going to look at the food practices in India and those who have left India and moved to the United States. Okay, so globalization and acceleration to the American ways have had a strong influence on Asian India dietary habits. Okay, for example, as you can see up here, curry's international bill has been compared to that of pizza, which is pretty huge. Asian Americans, especially Hindus, may avoid eating gelatin-based products because of the collagen from the cow parts, and definitely don't want to eat cow because it's a sacred animal to them. And then nutrition professionals should, in addition to knowing things like that and realizing that could be a problem for any dietary recommendations, should also know that fasting is a common practice and should be accounted for in health-related practices. Now, as you can see on here, this is a little flyer from a store from Conway, I believe, South Carolina, that is offering Indian groceries and spices now available. They're very proud of that. So it's starting to become more and more common seeing this acculturation in the United States, embracing other cultures. Okay, so now, but because we're embracing other cultures, we're starting to lose some other things. This is where we're going to talk about nutritional concerns and what can be done about them. In India, the food selection is heavily influenced by the region and the finances available, as we just discussed. You can see on here the picture of McDonald's and how it's got Indian. This is from the Dubai Mall, and Indian writing up there, and that this modernization has introduced fast food to India and has also been provided to the Asian Indians who have moved to the United States and now have access to this fast food. In a study, about 85% of the participants liked fast food items, and the high frequency preference showed a negative habit in having sweets, fast food, and high-calorie items. So they're starting to shift their preferences. In earlier slides, we discussed the more traditional diets, which of this country are whole foods such as fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, all of which are part of a healthy diet. We've also talked about the fact that 30% of the population was reported to be vegetarian. Now, this food tradition is changing. The whole food, home-cooked traditional meals like we were talking about are being replaced with McDonald's and the convenience of processed foods. Now, we agree with the current literature that suggests that the shift has contributed to an increased risk of chronic diseases in India. And the potential for the chronic diseases include nutrient inadequacy, micronutrient deficiency, and weight gain. So they're going to go from a country where they were typically a little leaner on the lean side and now shift into one that is getting heavier. Okay. So what can be done about this? So we all agree these rising risks are the result of multiple factors, and in order to reduce the risks of these chronic diseases, we need to identify those causal factors. The first major factor that needs to be addressed is the rapid urbanization that has led to the increase of this energy-dense diets. The urban poor actually wind up facing this, as we discussed before, that they are going to have to buy what they have to buy, and sometimes that's not always the freshest foods. Another major factor is this causes the death of fresh food markets because they now have to compete with the cheaper fast food options, and they go out of business on a regular basis. This makes obtaining nutritional food more difficult for the average consumer. The problems leading to dangerous consequences, and nutrition professionals will need to help guide the people through this change. In order to achieve this change, the professionals need to consider cultural components that makes India what it is today. So you can see in my little picture over here, you can see India, over 15 million children are currently estimated to be overweight. Across the globe, or let's see here, the prevalence of obesity, this is what really surprised me. The prevalence of obesity worldwide rose 47.1% for children between 1980 and 2013. If the current trend continues, over 70 million infants and young children will be overweight or obese by 2025, which is way past acceptable. So we need to really work hard and get on that. And promote learning behaviors through cultural adaptation or cultural learning. So this is what we can do about this. So as the nutritional concerns and what can be done about them, we've identified 3 things, okay? There are religions and how it relates to the diets, understanding regional dietary preferences, and embracing celebratory cultures. Okay, so vegetarianism and its relationships to the multiple regions that inhabit India are a major factor. Each of these religions have a different focus and dietary guidelines, so it's important when a nutritional counselor meets a vegetarian from India, they don't make the mistake of assuming what religion they're from. In addition to religion, regional dietary preferences may help us nutrition professionals determine the foods that the preferred foods. You know, like looking at here, you can see different pictures of food from India, and you can see that they, you know, so some are served on a banana leaf, some are served on a tray, some have different flatbreads, some have rice, some don't have rice, as you can see there. And so these dietary patterns are going to help. It's what they grew up with. So now the people from India are going to prefer those options if you can get them to have it. So the 5 distinct regionally distributed dietary patterns in India will help shape what they want. Being aware of these geographic differences will help nutritionists in both India and the United States provide appropriate nutritional options. Okay, lastly, celebrations. They love it. 51 official celebrations. That's a lot of celebrations. Participating in these festivals can vastly change the weekly diets of anyone who attends them. And as a nutrition professional, we can work together with our clients to create food plans that will allow our clients to enjoy the festivals without blowing their goals. Okay, so on to the last of it. This is a fun quote from Mark Twain, and it's talking about India, which I never knew he actually had gone to, even though he's one of my favorite authors. And India is a very diverse country filled with bright, vibrant culture that reflects the geography and countries around it. In this presentation, we learned about the traditional foods and dishes. We learned about eating pattern celebrations and health beliefs. Then we took a look at modern India and India in the US. Last, we looked at the current nutritional concerns and what can be done about them. I believe that the learning about the culture that created modern India will help us as nutritional professionals provide accurate and empathetic counseling that will help us bring about the understandings and successful changes. And here are my references. We're going to click through that real quick. So I stay under time. If there's any questions, feel free to look a little closer. Thank you and have a great evening.